We're back on Mario Cantone, filling in for Artie Lange here on the Artie Lange Show. John, Richie, do you have something to say to us about
Mario.
the French Quarter?
Thanks to French Quarter Guest Apartments for being our New York City hotel.
It's lovely.
Let them be your headquarters in New York City. Go to FrenchQuartersNY.com to book your next stay.
Are you there tonight?
I am, and my wife and children are there as well.
They are, then I won't ask you for
Thanks to
your room number.
French Quarters Guest Apartments for being our New York City hotel. Let them be your headquarters in New York City. Go to FrenchQuartersNY.com to book your next stay.
Are you
Very
there tonight?
radio, very radio.
Now it's Mario's turn now. Let's see
We
how
want
he
them
does.
to give another check.
What'd you say?
It's your turn now, Mario. How do
Oh,
you
yeah.
do it?
Go ahead,
let me
Mario.
do it.
Let's see Mario do it.
Okay. I'll do it as Hepburn. Thank you to French Quarters Guest Apartments for being our New York City hotel. Let them be your headquarters in New York City. Go to FrenchQuartersNewYork.com to book your next stay.
Oh.
What room number are you in? I'll be there.
Why did I love that movie?
Which one?
On Golden
Oh,
Pond?
because she's great in it. And Henry
That
Fonda.
tells you how old I am.
I know. You've got a chip on your shoulder, and it's a bomb. That's a great
What was
movie.
her husband's name in that movie?
You old poop.
What was his name?
Norman. You old. Look, Norman, the loons are here to
my
greet us. Do you hear them?
I gotta watch that movie now.
Yeah. And Jane Fonda going, I can't do it, Daddy.
Oh yeah, that scene when she had to cry with her father.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was really emotional because it was true.
Well, because
oh wow,
it was
that's
true.
crazy.
Because he was.
Why do I remember this?
Because it's a great movie. It's
I'm
a classic.
straight.
That is
I
black.
swear.
On Golden Pond does not make you into a gay
No?
golden.
I'm gonna look at
Shower
some
boy.
football apparel.
Yeah, why don't you go feel that helmet? Maybe it'll all come back to you. Hey, AJ, what do you think about the Duck Dynasty thing?
What about the Duck Dynasty thing, Mario?
What's his name?
Have you ever watched
Robertson?
that?
Paul Robinson?
I have.
Pat-
I've interviewed
Phil,
them.
Phil Robertson.
Isn't it interesting that his
you've
name is
interviewed
Is
them,
he
but have you
related
watched
to?
it?
Yeah, I've watched it. It's
Have
a
you-
fun
I
show.
haven't
Is
You
seen
haven't
it.
seen the show?
really?
I've never seen it.
I've
Mike,
never seen
I actually
it.
have a cousin who loves that show.
There's a lot of
Seems like
people.
a lot of
people love
crazy
that
about it.
You know, they
I gotta hear what it was. They suspended him because something he wrote in an article.
no,
correct?
he was interviewed in GQ,
GQ.
and he just,
How what
he
extent
compared
did he say?
homosexuality to, bestiality and incest
Yeah.
and a lot of like horrible, horrible things. But this is no surprise to me, and I'm sure they all feel this way.
Yeah.
So he said it, so he got suspended.
Okay.
But,
Do you feel he should have gotten suspended?
I'm glad A&E did it. I love A&E. They're a class act. I've worked for them too, and they got right to it. But also, I think that's the beginning.
was it
Mark my
fair?
words. Yes, of course it was.
Okay.
It was the beginning.
We're
of,
debating now.
It's
This
gonna be
has
the
become
beginning.
serious
It's the beginning
conversation.
of the unraveling of that situation. in
Really?
that show, I think.
Now
I do.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate. Can I be devil's
Of
advocate?
course you are.
Because where do we live?
In New York,
No, in
hell,
New York,
hell,
in
in
what country?
America.
Thank you.
Oh God.
Which has
Yeah.
freedom of.
Speech.
Thank you.
Yes.
So I rest my case.
I really didn't know where that was going. I was
You like
struggling,
that?
But now I do.
I led you down the
get it.
street.
AJ,
You did.
if he had said it about
Blacks?
Blacks.
We
I was
hear it all the time.
I so do
They
we.
kill us all the time.
This
So do we.
racial-
They kill us all the time
I
too.
know.
Believe me, we're on the same page.
I know.
It's
Kumbaya.
not.
Let's
It's
go,
neither,
Sharpton.
exactly. Neither. It's no worse for
She
any
said-
of us.
who's
They,
chiming
they
in?
actually did
What?
say something about African Americans.
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What did
I
he
love
say?
how he
Oh,
says
but-
African-
now it's all
They
gonna.
did- but
What
they did say
what
something
did he
about
say?
African Americans.
What did he say?
He got you put on his extra white voice to say
Phil
that.
Robertson, Pat Robertson's cousin.
Yeah. Do you think that term is offensive?
as a lifelong liberal, though, I have to say, you knew what the show was.
Yeah.
A&E knew what the show was,
Yeah.
and now all of a sudden, and they've been editing out a lot.
I bet they
think
have.
the guy should be able to say what he
It's
wants.
freedom of. You know what? We live in America.
And not get suspended.
If I'd rather know what I'm dealing with than be surprised. So let them be.
I'm glad he was suspended. There, I said it, and I'm drunk.
I've been warring with people on Facebook about this today.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I think, and honestly, and people are probably gonna hate me for this, but America has gotten away from America. Like we used to be able to speak our minds.
Yeah.
Good, bad, or indifferent. And I'm I'm just for freedom of
Well,
speech.
can you imagine what it's like for comedians these days? It's like
Right.
You
have to
can't say
watch your
anything
ass
because you
every
get
second. It's
YouTubed, and all of a
awful.
sudden you're like, but I
No,
was on
it's
stage, I had a
ridiculous.
microphone, I was a comedian.
Yes.
But it's like we're extremely sensitive, but and I think America has kind of tilted away from what we came from.
Look,
we came from. We were allowed. You're allowed to.
But AJ, I
As
think
long
you
as you're
forget
not, he
this.
didn't kill anybody.
There's
No.
freedom of speech for him to say that, but there's also the freedom of A&E to say we disagree, and so you're suspended.
that's true.
So
That's
there
true.
you go.
That's
Very
true.
good.
Consequences.
I
But was
adore
it-
you. I'm
but
coming over there right
if
now.
you look at the I don't know the legal ramifications. Like, did he break a clause? Did he break?
I don't know. I think,
There
you know
could
what,
be
let me tell you,
something
I think
along
that
those
whole
lines.
show should have been
Yeah,
suspended
conduct
for the Christmas
unbecoming.
album they released, which is a horror. It's the most unmelodious
Yeah, I
Christmas
can't believe
album.
that exists.
Let me be
It's
clear
the
before people
worst.
blow up my Twitter and scream at me. I'm not in agreement with what he said, but I am for freedom of speech.
Yeah, well, you know what?
Because they talk bad about everybody.
I know they do, but,
know?
you know.
Yeah.
Well,
But when we condemn somebody for saying something, or even in an interview saying something, we're becoming as bad as they are. That's what I believe.
well, maybe so, but I think
Well,
that you're right. A&E, that was
Somebody,
something-
can we
there's
get some
something
like
to that.
soul
A&E has to-
music playing now,
think
or
there's something
Can we?
to that.
choir,
I have,
of course?
all right, the other thing
can see
I
that.
wanted to talk about this for a second.
Do you like that? That was profound. I thought that was deep.
AJ,
Damn it!
we were talking.
I'm up past my bedtime. I
look
got a
at you.
4-month-old. I'm usually asleep right
You
now.
you just wanted to get out of the house because you didn't want to have to
did not.
breastfeed. You didn't want that baby on
I'm
your
usually
nipples.
asleep. I go to bed early now.
Oh, boo-hoo. Listen to me. This is the other thing I wanted to say. We were talking about, Beyonce versus Mariah Carey, and they both have great voices, and they're both very
But
talented.
you know what?
And
Beyonce
Beyonce's
doesn't have a Mariah Carey voice.
No, but she's no, she doesn't. But she's got a magnificent. She can move.
She's got an incredible
But if you want to go voice to voice, let me tell you another great voice.
Beyonce is an all-around performer.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's
And
the other
Mariah
great.
is as
Much-
well, but
much
Mariah
more
is an
entertaining
She
to
doesn't,
watch.
no, she
artist.
doesn't move. She's a vocal artist. The
Yeah.
other vocal artist I think is
you go.
right up there is Kelly Clarkson. This girl
She's amazing.
She's great.
blows. Her
She's
voice
not-
is magnificent. Did you see her Christmas special last week? No. I'm telling you, she sang live.
Christmas
I
special?
did. I
It
missed
was
it.
Wednesday on NBC.
What the heck was
she
wrong with
sang
you?
live, and that Christmas
Mike, you
album,
saw the Christmas
she
special?
is. Did anybody see it?
She just got married,
Can
right? She's slimmed down,
She's
too.
married. She's
She looks
married. She's
great.
pregnant now. She's married to
Oh.
Reba McEntire's son. I'm going to tell you, this
He's
girl
on it.
sings like nobody. It was amazing, and she's singing live with an orchestra,
Yeah. She
and
got some
she's
pipes.
killing it.
Yeah.
She's not lip syncing; she's killing.
What
it.
was your favorite number, Mario?
Oh, the original tune, which is called "Wrapped in Red," that she wrote, that's phenomenal, and she sings "Blue Christmas." She
Well, and she
sings-
knows she's got it. If she
she's
sets herself up to do something
unbelievable, and
live
she's-
like that with a
and she's
live orchestra
and this,
and all
she's
that.
incredible, and she's a
What is-
humility about her too. She's just,
No, she's really talented. But where does she
and
stack
she's
up
saying,
with
"Run,
Adele?
run, Rudolph." She did
What
that
about
one.
Adele?
Oh, I shouldn't be singing that one. I
Adele?
love Adele, but she doesn't have the power.
Did you see
Oh,
that
that-
singer?
not
Did
the
you see
power.
that
She's
singer
not
on
a
The View
belter.
the
She's
other
a
day?
crooner.
No.
There was a singer on The View the other day. Incredible.
was it?
Incredible.
What was his name?
I think his name was Mario Kento.
Oh yes, he did that. Bruce Springsteen, Michael McDonald duet. It was magnificent. Yes,
my.
yes, I
You
did.
wanna talk
I did,
power.
I did my Michael McDonald, Bruce Springsteen that I can't do any of
Oh,
you for
yeah.
right now because
Why not?
Because you have to pay for the musical.
Oh, you
rights.
do. That's right.
Yeah, I have to make crap up.
Can we hum it? We
No,
can't
you
even
can't.
hum it.
You
gotta
can't
pay
even do
for
that.
I know.
It's awful.
I know about
I just
that.
said, "Run, run, Rudolph." You're gonna get charged. You better do
And
something
don't
about
sing
this.
happy. Can't even say. Can
And
we
you can't
can
sing
we even
happy
say
birthday.
happy
then
birthday?
No.
You can't even
You know
sing
when
it.
you
That's
can
an
sing,
expensive song.
"Oh, say, can you see?" Because that's public domain.
Is that?
Yes, you can. You could
a
sing.
hard
So I
song
could
to
do that
sing.
as Michael McDonald. Oh, say, can you see? That's it.
Yeah.
By the dancing light. That's it.
Wow.
And Swanee River, I think you could sing. I think that's
I
public.
can sing. When John upon the swan. Yeah, I could do that. It's Michael McDonald singing.
What is
Swan.
in your glass?
And it's booze. It's vodka. That's right. It's vodka.
Where's Artie Lange? I came here to talk to Artie Lange. It's the Artie Lange
Sorry.
show.
Guess
Yeah.
what?
There he is.
Let me tell you something.
Crash and burn, Artie Lange.
You wouldn't be here without me, and without me, there would be no Paramount Studios. All right, so so what are you traveling? Are you here for a while? AJ?
I am.
Are you
I-
going to
I'm he-
California or?
Yeah, I think so.
Because you go back
Possibly.
and forth.
I go back and forth. Well, the Grammys are coming up, so I usually go out for the Grammys.
Very
I've
exciting.
been grounded a lot because I have a newborn and
I know.
it's home time.
But you do a lot of your work from here.
Yeah. Well, I'm the New York correspondent
You-
for Extra. Let's
as you
talk about
should be.
Extra. Extra.
As you should be.
You got to watch Extra.
Well, I watch Extra, but I watch
Do you
it
watch
for you.
Extra?
I
You
watch
see
it
how
for
many
you.
times a day. Do you
I
watch
do
Extra?
watch it. I do
At
watch it.
extratv.com.
I watch it for you. Because I like you. I think it's fascinating.
there's a lot of films that just came out, and there were a ton of premieres here in the city. So I did a lot of junkets, a lot of premieres, a lot of red carpets, and then LA's Grammys, and actually I might be going to Maui for something.
That's tough.
Really?
I've never been.
Oh,
Really? Oh,
it's beautiful.
paradise.
Never been.
You know, I did an animated movie called Surf's Up that Fox Animation Studios did, and our
Really?
junket was in Hawaii.
And guess who invited me?
Perfect.
What?
Gene Simmons.
Of
No
Kiss?
way. How about that?
Yes.
Awesome.
He's opening something out there, so that would be kind of.
That's
That'd
very
be
exciting.
fun.
He's opening
Maui.
something in Maui?
Yeah.
I love Hawaii.
It is.
beautiful.
You know what? It's the
gorgeous.
best place you can go.
And I love,
Really?
You
I
don't
love
have
the
to
Big
change your
Island.
money. Everyone, you can understand everyone. It's
Yeah,
all
well-
English. I mean, it's
I
very
always go to the
simple.
Caribbean.
I don't love the Caribbean.
Why?
I don't know. I some of
You
it-
like black people?
Oh yeah, but I don't love the Caribbean.
What's
I don't
wrong
love the
with him?
look of the Caribbean. This
I
is
love the
look,
Caribbean.
I don't know what it is.
I go
Hawaii
to Barbados.
seems
I
more
love
Barbados is
exotic.
beautiful.
That's my place.
Hawaii seems more exotic, more
Hawaii?
Well, Hawaii is
so
vibrant
far.
and
It
exotic.
is
It's like
far.
a
It is
12-hour
far.
Well, if you're
flight.
on the East Coast, it's far.
That's
if
why I
you're
go to.
West
That's
Coast,
why I go.
it's easy.
You're West Coast.
Well, no, I mean,
Well,
now I'm East.
see?
I was West.
Caribbean.
Have you been to Anguilla? Have you ever been there? I always wanted to
No,
go there.
I haven't
heard
been
that's
to
beautiful.
Anguilla.
I heard it's really, really lovely.
I
I'd
like
to,
the
I'd like to do that.
islands.
But I've been to the islands, but I love Hawaii. I love Kauai. Kauai's beautiful. I love the Big Island because it's just rustic and
Rock. It's like the
It's
moon.
fantastic. It's fantastic. Okay, so we're taking.
We're
a break.
talking more about extra. We're taking a break.
We're gonna take a break. Are you staying
Right.
with us, AJ?
Am I staying? What?
Are we good? Will you come back? Will you staying with us, AJ? No, you're not going anywhere. We'll be right back. Right after this, don't go away. We're coming back with AJ and John Ritchie. You're not going anywhere. We're back. I'm Mario Cantone, filling in for Artie Lange here on the Artie Lange Show. We're here with co-host John Ritchie and my special, beautiful, handsome, talented, wonderful guest, AJ Calloway. I lied. That's a big lie. That's a big lie. I can't stand him. So tell us some Hollywood stories. An extra story. Who's one of your favorite interviews?
Oh my gosh, that's a hard one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, that's what she said. But
Oh my gosh. Favorite.
a couple of them. Who do you like? Who's a good
I mean,
interview?
I've had some
Besides
really.
me.
I've been blessed. I've been doing this 13 years now, and I started at BET at 106 in Park, and now I'm at Extra. I'm the New York correspondent for Extra. So I've traveled the world doing I went to Dubai to interview Tom Cruise for Mission Impossible.
Wow.
I went to South Africa to interview Oprah when her school graduated their first class of girls. I was actually the only U.S. reporter to go out there to cover that, which was phenomenal. And then Oprah graciously, I was supposed to have a 10-minute window with her, and I ended up spending the entire day. She invited me and my crew to her house in South Africa. We did a tour of the house.
She liked you.
Yeah,
She
we have
definitely liked you. This is what I mean. about you.
it's kind of crazy because when I think about it, I've had some great experiences with her because I was the only one to get an interview with Oprah after her last show. I interviewed Oprah after her last, Oprah show, and I was actually the first one to interview her when Barack Obama was elected the first time in 2008.
You
So
need to,
It was
this is,
it was kind of
Wow.
That's a
Kinda in
pretty
the
big deal.
pipeline. You're
That's a
kinda-
pretty big deal.
fun stuff.
Have you interviewed the president?
I haven't, and I want to. I really do. I have to apologize because let me tell you this. I told you want to hear a story? This is a horrible story. I ran the marathon in 2008. I didn't drink for 10 months. I wasn't supposed to run. I had a bad knee, but I was raising money for Lance Armstrong's foundation at that time. My aunt had just passed away. I said I would run this marathon. I was running it with painkillers, finished it, was done, done. That next day in the morning, I had to fly to Chicago to cover the election of Barack Obama. So literally that morning, I could hardly walk, feet swollen. Like if anybody's ran a marathon, everybody, I hate talking to marathoners. Mike, I know you've
Speaking
run a couple
of
marathons.
nipples.
Oh yeah, Mike runs them.
How are your nipples? We were just talking about-
nipples were okay.
Really?
Yeah.
But
Did you cover
my
them
feet-
during the
Yeah,
marathon?
you tape them.
Yeah.
But my feet were people that marathons are great. No, they're not. They're
I would
you
never
feel
run
wonderful.
one.
No, you don't. I don't even run to the bathroom anymore. But after that marathon, after running that marathon, I had to fly to Chicago to cover the election. And
That's
I
not
had to
good,
suit up.
dude.
I had
You
to
have
put on
serious
hard-bottom shoes.
You have swelling issues
I could hardly
everywhere, and you
walk.
go
So
up.
what?
into the atmosphere. That's bad, man.
It was horrible. So then I land. I get my interview. I interview Oprah. I'm happy. Call my office. They're ecstatic. It was wonderful. My friend says, Barack is coming into this financial tent, and I want you to stick around because he'll be there. So I walk into the financial tent. I hadn't been drinking for like 10 months because I was training for this marathon. They have beer and wine. So I start do. We're waiting for Barack. He's not around. It's like President Obama, where he's the president-elect at that time. I have probably 8 beers in like an hour. Well, I was happy.
Yeah.
Black man's in the White House. I'm happy. I was there. He comes. He does his speech. It was amazing. I'm like, I got to leave because I'm in literally so much pain. I could hardly stand. And then I hadn't had a drink in forever. And I had like, maybe 5, 7 beer, whatever. And I go out the back door and I bump into the president-elect. I literally bumped it. I swear to God. On everything.
Did you stumble into him?
No, I was backing out of a door and I literally walked
And there he
into
was.
him.
Oh, wow.
And and all I said was congratulations, Mr. President. And I asked, it was like usually don't do this, but I asked to take a photo and this guy wouldn't take a photo. And I realized I probably was oozing beer.
Yeah.
I probably smelled like a brewery. So I was like, I'm meeting the president. I shook his hand, but I took a selfie.
You did?
Yes, I did. It's on my Facebook page.
See, I didn't.
I took it because it's history.
It is history.
It was a historic moment, but I almost lost it, but I got the picture.
And you smelled like
Yeah,
a wine.
And I
smell
smelled
like
like
a
a
big
wino. Like,
Yeah.
he's that drunk guy.
Oh,
Who's the
that-
drunk guy trying to take a picture?
I'm surprised you didn't. You could have lost your career in that
It was
moment.
horrible.
What's wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
Ricky?
No, it was
Okay,
an amazing
let me
moment.
tell you.
It was an
here's-
amazing
You want
moment.
to hear my Barack Obama moment?
What?
Okay. This is my
President Barack Obama to you,
Okay.
Mario.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. President. Happy birthday. I sang happy birthday. No, I didn't.
We have to pay for that. Don't sing it.
No, oh my gosh, you're right. Christ! I'm sick of this crap with your music rights. Call ASCAP and pay him a fee. All right. So anyway, I was taping a commercial for The View, and he was coming in with the First Lady, and they were going to do an hour interview. So I said to the people of The View, I said, can I bring my husband and can we watch the interview? So they said yes. So I'm sitting there in the second row. It starts. He comes out. They're being interviewed. And I'm like, I've got to get her attention, Michelle, because I know she watches Sex and the City. I know she's going to know me. So I'm like this. This wasn't on camera, but during the commercial break, I was like this. Like, And then finally she goes, oh, hi, how are you? I said, good. How are you? I love you. And she was like, nice to see you. I said, nice to see you here. And then she pointed to her husband and she went, the president, like that. It was so funny and cute. I was like, I know, the president. And then she pokes him. I've got pictures of it. Someone took these pictures from behind me. I didn't know this till 3 weeks later. She sent them. He looks at me and he goes like that. And then he went, hey, how are you? We're mouthing each other. We're like signing. I'm like, how are you? He's like, how are you? I said, great. How are you? He goes, I love you on this show. I was like, what? I love you. I said, I'm so happy. He went, I love you. And then he went,
Did you know?
he went just like this. I love this guy. I was like, you got to be kidding me. Then wait, it's not over. He goes, I love
Did you
this
see
guy.
Bill sitting behind you?
No. No, I didn't meet him. So then at the end of the show, they come down. I meet Michelle first. I'm like, hello, nice to meet you. She said, very nice to meet you. I said, this is my husband, Jerry. She shook Jerry's hand. She was very cordial. Then he comes over. I grab his hand and I go, Mr. President, as king of the gays, we thank you. And he threw his head back and laughed really hard. And then I said, this is my husband, Jerry. He shook Jerry's hand. He pointed to me and he said to Jerry, I love this guy. And my husband said, I love him too, Mr. President. I mean, that is a
That's
moment
incredible.
that could never happen with anybody else. It's just, you
That's
love him, you
incredible.
love him, you hate him. I know people are very mixed about him. I happen to love my president. And I just do. I mean, I know, I don't, look, I'm not a political
Use your words, Mario.
expert. I'm
Use your
not.
words.
I'm not an expert politically, and I know there are flaws in this in the political system with him and with the Republicans and blah blah blah. But
Flaws. Let's get political. Let's not
what
get
I'm
political.
saying is this: My
He
whole
came in-
point
you know
about
how
him.
bad it was?
I know. Believe me,
It was bad.
You don't have to tell me. I completely agree with you. It was bad. They have gridlocked him from the beginning. They've done everything they can.
Who said? I think Chris Rock said it best.
But I do think this. I think no matter what,
Yeah.
this man was in the trenches as a community leader and servicing communities. 8 years before he was the president? If that's what you're doing, there's a lot of heart to you. No matter what you feel his flaws are as a president, I don't feel like he does have many flaws as a president, but there is a lot of heart there and someone that really friggin' cares and is a good man, whether you like him or not. That's all I have to say about our president.
There you go.
I do. We'll be right
We're
back.
saying goodbye to AJ.
Yeah, AJ is leaving.
Bye, AJ.
He's going back.
Thank you,
My wife
AJ.
is gonna kill
Go
me.
back to your wife, you son of a bitch.
Where's Artie Lange?
He's not coming. Artie, I love you and I miss you. We'll be right back right after this. Don't go away. We're going to close out this show in a few minutes.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.